Hello, my name is Larry Martin and I'm a solutions consultant with Beyond 20. Today I want to show you how to set a widget on a dashboard that will allow you to create an expression that basically will say, show me all incidents that have at least 5 journal entries. When I show you this, you'll be able to expand upon it and do things like show me all incidents where there are at least 3 tasks, or maybe all change requests with at least X number of tasks, or perhaps CIs that have at least 5 incidents, or whatever the case may be. In essence, we're going to be looking at related objects and looking for a number greater than 1. A lot of times we'll create queries or widgets that say show me where there is at least 1 or where they exist, but sometimes you don't care about when an object may have 1 or 2 tasks or 1 or 2 journals or 1 or 2 related items, but you do care if that number increments to like 5 or 10. So this helps with managing your data display and your pseudo reporting, where you're using dashboards as a reporting mechanism to show you information at a glance. So I'm in a demo system here, and as you can see we have 42 total records. I'm just going to real quickly pop the first one open. We're on the open onlys. And what I'm going to show you, we're going to not care about status. We're just going to look at all incidents in the system, which as you can see here, this one only has 3 journals. This one has 2 journal entries. This one has quite a few, 3, 6, 8. So we've got a variety of numbers of journal entries. Now I've already set up the widget and I'll show you how it's configured, but we're going to be looking for all incidents where there are at least 5 journal entries. So I'm going to go ahead, we saw there were 42, there are 83 incidents in this system. So I'm going to go to a dashboard. I created this for this video, so it's just a blank dashboard, and here's our widget, and we only have 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 incidents, including closed or resolved ones, where there were at least 5 journal entries. And if we pop one of these open, we can see there are at least 5 journal entries. So every one of these records has 5 or more journals. So hopefully you can start seeing ways that you would use this in your environment, where you're looking for a child object like tasks or maybe journals, and you want to look for those where the number is at least 5, maybe 6, maybe 10, whatever that may be. So how did I build this? Let's go to the dashboard. We're just going to edit it, and we're going to look at the widget itself. Let me pull this back over on my main screen. So on our widget properties, we have our title, and we're going against the object incident in this case. Obviously you would change that as needed. And then in our query, all we have is a related clause. So hitting the arrow here, new related clause, where incident owns journals. Obviously you can pick through and choose whatever that may be, but in this case we did incident owns journals because I wanted to go to the parent. I wasn't looking specifically for email history or journal notes or anything like that. We could obviously create relationships as needed to change that. And then in the drop down, you have the there is at least 1 journal, which is what a lot of people commonly use, because they just want to see an incident that has a task or many tasks. And even though they may want to be more detailed than that, they don't necessarily know how. Well, what we can do is we can come down here, and normally this is set at 1, so let me show you what it looks like. There is more than 1, there is at least 1. Well, if we pick there is at least 1 journal and we increment this record number, it becomes there are at least 5 journals. It also changes these to there are not exactly 5 journals. So we could look for instances that have more or less than 5, or we can look for instances that only have 5 if we had some process that we knew would spawn a certain number of tasks or a certain number of other child objects, and we didn't necessarily have the same classification or other search mechanism. We could use this. There are less than 5 journals, or there are no more than 5 journals. So we want to find all those records that have tasks but no more than 5 tasks. In this case, I elected to put there are at least 5 because we want to find those that have had the most activity in this case. And again, you can just increment this number. So when you do that, then it's going to follow that rule and bring you those records that match that criteria. So again, you can use this to look for any item through a relationship. So you can look for tasks, you can look for journals, you can create your own relationships to custom objects within your system and be able to do some neat things with reporting there. Obviously, I could have also taken the expression here and added something like just a new logical and said, hey, I only want incidents where the status is not equal to closed and not equal to resolved, so I'd only see the open records. Anyhow, I hope you found this information useful, and hopefully you can see ways that you might use this in your own environment. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We put these videos out every week to help try to show you how to do different things in the system beyond what you may already know. If you have questions, you can leave comments or email us or tweet us, and we will respond. And sometimes we'll respond with a video showing you the answer to what you've asked.